All right, this is log entry 3 timestamp 1112. Last recording did not work for some reason, so let's take number 2. All right, so the goal of today's log is to talk about paralysis by analysis. So basically taking action instead of not taking action. Another analogy or way to think about that is imperfect action is better than perfect inaction. This is something that I've been struggling with a lot. So this is kind of why I want to talk about it, get some thoughts out, and then hopefully as a result act on what I'm going to be talking about. So the problem I've been having for almost the last 2 months is I had this idea for growing the brand, trying to gain some brand awareness, and then also gaining some sales. And that idea was to start talking to local gyms, local stores. So Ingles and Walmart are bigger in the immediate area. There's obviously other stores, such as maybe like an Aldi or I don't know what else, but regardless, Ingles and Walmart close by, and then some local nutrition shops, 80 Zinc Nutrition, and some others that thought it'd be a great opportunity to go locally, meet them, and provide sampling booth outside or inside, whatever, and give out free samples of the protein, of the Better Performance Nutrition plant protein product, give out the sampling, and get people's response, see how the customers like it, and also just do something fun, free, no strings attached for that business, whether it's the local gym or the Ingles or the nutrition shop, whatever it is. And based off that customer feedback, if the customers like it, assuming they will, then talk to the business owner and see, hey, would you be willing to trial this product, launch this product, put on a display at your store, and see how many sales we can generate. And obviously, they would be getting a markup on the product. They'd bigger order, get to sell it at a reduced price to them, and then they can mark the product back up so they're making a profit. So I thought that was a good idea. Social media marketing stuff is tough, it's competitive, especially if you don't have a product that necessarily stands out among lots of different others. See, our product is definitely attractive, the labeling is attractive, definitely it's competitive pricing, and it tastes good. The product tastes good compared to a lot of different options. So it's definitely a good product, confident in it, but until you get that first customer to try it, it's hard to compete, especially with marketing. The bigger brands that are out there, and just social media marketing in general is what you pay in for what you get back is tough. You got to spend a lot of money up front for potentially not a big return. So to make those initial touch points for customers, why not offer free sample? Invest a little bit and remove, lose a couple tubs of protein, but hopefully you gain a bigger customer being the store, especially if the customers are happy. So where am I going with this? Paralysis by analysis. I've been thinking on this idea for a month and a half, almost 2 months, and I haven't taken action. So yes, it's expensive. The canopy, the booth setup that I wanted to do is the full backdrop with the logo, side panels on each, half side panels, and then the canopy on the top. Then you'd have the booth table in front with the tablecloth, put your samples out, and that's where you obviously have the interaction with the customer. Well, that's good idea, but it's gonna be expensive. It's gonna be like $1,000 at least just to get the custom canopy set up for the sampling booth. And until I have that, I was tentative to reach out to customers and set anything up, because say they are okay with it, they want me to go ahead and do the sampling, and just, well, I'm not ready. So my brand isn't growing because I haven't taken action. I had a good idea, but because of the cost and overanalyzing, thinking too much about the details, thinking, is it worth doing that? Should I invest elsewhere? What should I do with the money? That stagnant state doesn't move the needle, doesn't push your company to grow and get better. So the only way to get away from that is to take action. If you have a decent idea, you thought about it for a day, and there's nothing that tells you, this is going to be a complete failure. It's a little bit of an unknown. That's okay. That's what I'm learning. Building a business is completely 100% unknown most of the time. Some things you can control, some things you understand and know might work or might not work. But for the most part, it's your first business and you're building it. You're not, you're learning as you go. So, moral of the story: don't let paralysis by analysis, prevent you from taking action. If you're someone who's detail-oriented like myself, and you think about a lot of different outcomes, that can be a detriment. Can be good. You can have creative ideas, but those creative ideas are nothing unless they're implemented into something. So I'm excited. After today, I'm doing this bike ride, 30 minutes on the bike into 3-mile run, and then we'll shower up. I have some stuff from my actual job, my current Cargill process engineering career that I've been on. Hopefully, as the business grows, I can make that my career and turn that into the dream job. So that's what we're doing. We've got to work overtime until then. But after take care of some of that stuff, the rest of the day is going to be about taking action, finding that booth, finding out who I'm going to call come next week, make some phone calls, and see, all right, where can I get in? Where can I do some samplings? Where can we go from here and start growing the business? Perfect or imperfect, doesn't matter. Action is what matters. So that's the end of this log for today. Take action, even if you're not entirely sure. It's better than not taking action. Take it personally from me. Of a month and a half, 2 months, sales declining, making excuses of being busy, and just not doing anything about it to grow my business. And it's time to try to change that. So, all right, signing off. And then back on the bike, and then we'll run.